Okay, she's stuck in the rainforest. Then what? Okay.
Nights were particularly difficult for Juliane, suffering from nausea and bites. I wonder why.
Nights were particularly difficult. What with the tarantulas crawling on her face? Yeah.
Due to the complete darkness of the canopy and, the jaguars.
Yeah, but mostly the canopy.
There's like a guy in a loincloth sitting there, and he's like, "Can you believe this place?"
Yeah. He's like half eaten.
There's just no arm. Hey, everyone,
Garrett,
welcome to,
you need any new guitarists?
I hate you so much. Okay, welcome to Grouch Gravy. I'm your local neighborhood Grouch. Seth is, I don't know what you are, but you are something.
Garrett,
you know what a good, okay, hold on. You know what a good friend is? This is a good friend. A good friend is somebody who, they can tell something's wrong with you and they go, "Oh, tell me all of your problems." And then they listen to you and then you get it out. And then the second you're done crying, they go, "Oh, okay, all right, you ready?"
Yeah.
The second you start whimpering, they go, "All right, you done?"
Yeah. All right. Can you pick yourself off the ground now, kid? Can you get up? Can you rub some dirt on it? Can we do that?
Yeah.
Garrett was pouring his heart out to me, and I listened intently, and I listened lovingly, and I listened deliberately, and I feel and hope everything is going to be okay with you, bud.
No, it will be okay. Here's the thing. I'm so lucky. I'm so lucky and blessed. 2 really smart, really loving kids, a wife who takes my nonsense and stays married to me and doesn't poison me for some reason. And here's the best thing. She actually likes me.
Yeah.
Like, she still likes me. That is a reason to do a backflip right there. I have an amazing job. I work in a really amazing church. I was just complaining because
Garrett, if the biscuits want to make you like life even more, I think it'd be great if they clicked like and subscribe wherever they're listening to and give us a 5-star review. And then maybe Garrett will find more guitarists that he needs to make his life easier.
There's plenty of guitar players around here. So I don't know what I'm whining about. Right now,
Jesus.
Right now there's 17 worship pastors in the next 3 square miles begging and pleading God for someone who's even seen a guitar.
Yeah. they just bring in a sitar and you're like, not quite.
Yeah. But you're in luck. There's a church about a mile down that way.
About a mile that way. Yeah.
And then he shows up on the doorstep and opens the door and he's just like, "Thank you, Jesus, for our new guitar player."
Yes. Oh God, the accents. It's my favorite part.
Yeah. So how are you doing?
See, okay, here's the thing, Biscuit. So I get on.
Seth likes to be done around 20 minutes from now. And we're just starting now.
Yeah. So Garrett sits down and he tells me his legitimate heartaches and troubles in life before we start. And I'm just nodding my head like, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is the last week before Thanksgiving break, so everything's falling apart.
Yeah.
It's been wild. I've had a wild time.
I just pictured me like being like, "And can you believe what they said? Listen to what they said." And then my voice just starts going like, and then a little cloud forms above your head, and it's just like, what would happen if you put a Whopper inside of a taco?
Okay. And then all of a sudden Jack in the Box logos pops up and I'm like, "Oh, they tried that."
Yeah. And then my voice comes back and then I'm like, "Okay, whatever, I'm done."
Yeah. You know what? Yeah. And it's like as I'm talking or as I'm like daydreaming, you're putting like a noose around your neck and then you talk yourself completely out of it. And then by the time I get out of daydream, you're like, "And you know what? There is a lot to appreciate from life. So I am going to stick with this and I am going to do mine." And I'm just like, "Oh, okay. Yeah, that's great, Garrett. Yeah. Okay, good." No, life's pretty good, man. Like, we're just living it. Every day I wake up's a blessing. I can't wait until Thanksgiving break. It's a full week this year. It's going to be incredible. Sarah messaged us and said she loves the Robin Squiggy cartoons I put on each episode title.
She leaned over to me in staff meeting while they were talking about, I don't know, something. Here's the thing. They go on these tangents that have nothing to do with me, and then I start working on Planning Center, and I zone out a little bit until they need me again. But She leans over, and she's like, the art that you guys are doing is amazing. And I leaned over, and I was like, that is not me. That is all Seth. And can you believe that he is thinking about not doing that anymore? And she got so outraged because we had a conversation where you were like, is this really the right thing for us to do?
Yeah.
And I forgot that we decided that we were going to keep doing it.
Yes. I'm like, yeah, let's keep going. Well, I was still thinking, like, maybe we should stop. And then I got a giant message from Sarah like, you better not get rid of Robin Squiggy. That's the donut and the tortilla on each of our episodes. You better not get rid of them, Seth. And I'm just
sorry,
okay,
that was
I
my
won't.
fault.
Yeah, you're fine. It's cool. It actually was nice because it made me feel like, you know what? Like, no, they're here
Somebody
to stay.
appreciates it, yeah.
Because, like, if people don't like this podcast, but they love the IP for the characters, that's going to be our golden goose to retirement.
Yeah.
So this is a twofold thing. We don't really have much of an agenda this time, Biscuits, just because, like, we're doing a double recording, and we thought, like, all right, well, let's just sit down the next day and do this. And then Garrett has a dark cloud over his head.
We don't have much of agendas to begin with. Let's just be honest. Don't.
Yeah. This one, we're
Speaking of Sarah, I also leaned over to her and I said, hey, because she's a fan, so she gets the insight sometimes. And I said, hey, check out our episode agenda for 78. And I showed it to her, and here's what it says. Ready?
Yeah.
Episode 7. No. Jepisode.
Oh, that's good.
It says there's a J before the episode 78.
Right.
Are you seeing it right now on your screen?
Hold on. Let me look. I'm not seeing it because Yeah, Jepisode 78.
Then it says, hellos and howdy doodies.
Howdy doodies.
Then it says Seth's lawnmower story, which wasn't a story because I
wasn't
forgot.
A story because Garrett screwed it up.
And then it says Garrett has a bee in his bonnet, which we never got to.
Yeah.
And then it says news.
Here we are, and it's just a blank white piece of paper. We really don't have much of an agenda other than the agenda of making
loving
each
and
every one of
and
you
talking
smile
to each other,
and going to therapy. Lots and lots of therapy.
Speaking of therapy, we found out that we're on the same method of therapy. Last time we talked about it,
you and me.
Yeah. Me and Audrey, the couples therapy we're doing is the Gottman method.
Yes, we're doing the same thing.
And
yes, sir.
It's so helpful and awesome.
And I'm sure all you biscuits are probably like, oh, thank God. It makes perfect sense their wives and them are going to couples counseling because God knows being married to those two is probably ridiculous.
One of the things I found out about therapy is that it's like going to the gym, but for some reason it's taboo.
Yeah, see,
it's
Biscuits,
like,
here's the yeah.
Why do people like take a dump on people who are in marriage counseling? And meanwhile, their marriage is falling apart, and they think it's bad to go.
I was about to say that. A lot of times when people are like, going to marriage counseling, that's dumb, they're literally signing their divorce papers.
Yeah.
Like, it is so healthy to go to any sort of type of counseling, whether it's individual or it's couples counseling, because don't view it as something's wrong, and if I don't fix it with counseling, it's all going to fall apart. We're doing a tune-up to better calibrate things to ensure the success.
Audrey and I's marriage is absolutely great. We just want it to be better.
That's exactly it. Shelby and I's marriage is going absolutely... Oh, wait. Is that my stuff at the front door that's being thrown out? No, I'm kidding. No, our marriage is absolutely fine, but we decided, like, we want... Because we're moving into a next chapter of our life where we're going to be paying off this mass amount of debt. We're deciding financially what to do with some certain things, and the question of, like, kids and when and why and how. We decided we want to make sure...
How? Do I need to have a talk with you?
I was never taught, Garrett. I don't know how it happens.
I know your parents pushed you down into the basement and spanked you the moment you walked through the door, but...
Yeah, so, like, the stork. Haven't seen one, but yet there's people.
Did you know that Did I ever tell you that my parents kept me home from the day of education?
No way. No way.
And because there's kids who listen, I'm not going to say what it is, but the day of education, for those grown-ups who know what I'm saying, my parents kept me home that day for some reason.
That is so funny.
And here's the thing. I was in a Christian private school.
Oh my gosh.
It was not what you would think. Like, oh yeah, I get it. Public school can be a little rough. They teach them like the really wrong way with like visual representations that they didn't want them to see that. No, I had Christian teachers who were willing to teach this stuff to me and introduce me into the world.
Yeah.
So
Garrett's parents were probably like, every birth is a Mary Virgin birth. The Lord puts a baby inside a woman's tummy, and the husband has to deal with it.
And then my dad just pushes
birth.
her aside, and he's like, Suze, don't lie to the boy. Son, it's a stork.
Yeah. You ever see, you know what I'm about to go to. You know the Grinch, how the Grinch stole Christmas?
Yeah.
And the babies go down on the baskets in Whoville on the front porch. He's like, honey, our baby's here.
Our baby's here.
Kind of looks like your boss.
And all the kids were like, huh?
That's so funny because it's the wrong baby. And then all the adults are like, oh. So I'm 30 years old. Finally. And I'm starting to right? Well, most people, they're like, he's not going to make it to 30.
31. That's all right.
That guy's going to join the 27 club.
If this was medieval times, you would already be handing off your apprenticeship to the next generation.
Yeah. So I don't know. I've hit 30 and I'm extremely happy where I'm at in life. God has blessed me. I am
He really has.
What I believe is successful. Okay. People define success in many different ways. To me, it's like number one, my faith is strong in the Lord. My faith is not strong in conservative Christianity, but my faith
you can
is
say
strong.
That again.
Yeah. My faith is strong in the Lord. My faith is not strong in conservative Christianity.
That's what King David said.
And I can't freaking stand it. But my faith is strong in the Lord. I have an amazing wife that I can both call my best friend and also one of the most amazing people I've ever met.
That's not what King David said.
My job is extremely fulfilling to me. I have great, just my career has been amazing, both financially, insurance, fulfillment, everything like that.
You can sing like a bird.
We live in the perfect distance away from most of our families.
Exactly, one state length away.
Almost, right? That's like we live like 5 Rhode Islands away. It's just been going great. But so like, cause a lot of times people, when they hit the age of 30 or roughly this time, there isn't a lot going on and they have to rely on their quote unquote talents to try to make a living, or else they're going to be working construction or in the factory or whatever. I'm at the point where I've hit 30. I'm like, I feel like I'm pretty good talking. I'm decent at singing, and that's not really whatever I want to do, but I feel like, I don't know, there could be something out there for me for, I don't know, voice acting or something that has to do with just like talking. I don't know what it is, but I feel like there's something that's calling me to do something more. And honestly, maybe it's just to go get Chipotle. I don't know, but
maybe you should buy a motorcycle. Are you having a quarter life crisis?
So here's the funny thing, Garrett, about a quarter life crisis. A lot of people, when they hit the age of 25, they think that's their quarter life, but that would mean they would have to live to 100.
You're not planning on it.
Your quarter life happens when you hit 22, 23. I hate to break it to you all, but that's your quarter life crisis.
Unless the billions and billions of dollars we've spent on cancer research actually are going to start mattering, and we're going to figure this out.
We go to the cancer research place, and they're just using it to DoorDash Taco Bell. Like, huh?
They're like, didn't they have a race in Boston yesterday? We could just use that.
Whatever. So I don't know. I was telling Garrett, I'm like, dude, I don't feel like I'm wasting my life. Not at all. But I feel like there's an aspect of my life that's untapped. I feel like there's a part of my life that's just like, this could be developed. And I don't know exactly what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to try voice acting. I would love to try something maybe radio oriented. Somehow fit that into my teacher schedule. I don't know.
Can you do fireside chats?
Hey, it's Seth Meyers on the weekend Sirius XM.
My fellow Americans.
Yesterday, on December 7th, 1941,
Wendy's decided to bring back the Wednesday Whopper.
and has challenged the Western Hemisphere for supremacy. Not today, Wendy's, because today, with an act of Congress,
Audrey just leans over and goes, turns off the radio.
She's like, whatever. Yeah.
But then you just keep going and you're like, and many of you are trying to ignore me, but you're just in the corner.
Yeah, I'm just thinking of the house. It's not even connected to the radio.
Yeah. I'm like, FDR did it pretty good. He'll do okay.
Yeah.
He'll do a good job.
He'll be all right. And it's like just people in 1940s clothes sitting by the radio, and they're like, Mommy, how long do we have to dress like this? Like, until he's done declaring war on Wendy's.
And then I'm like, don't worry, it gets better. And then I just put on a gas mask.
Yeah. Oh, no. You know why Garrett said that? All right, all of you people, go to Series 1 of the new Doctor Who, and there's a gas mask episode that is entirely frightening, but yet incredible at the same time. It's amazing. Mommy, are you my mommy? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do.
It's so
really
classic, dude. It's so classic.
Back when we lived in the same area, we used to hang out. Remember that? That was fun.
Yeah, I do. Before I abandoned you and moved down here and struck gold.
Did you get my picture? Do you remember the picture I sent you the other day of the what's that gas station? Speedy Gas. What's
Snappy Gas?
Snappy Gas.
Garrett. Okay, so there's
driveway that they
there's this rundown gas station across from where the street that my dad lives on, and I used to live with my dad for like 2.5 years before I got married, just because, hey, you know, let's see more of my dad before I leave my entire family. That was a great idea. And there was this
I
crappy
used to stop there and get Pop-Tarts before I would come over and watch TV with Seth.
Yes,
because it was the only place between church and his house.
There's this very generic gas station that one would only find on a Call of Duty map, and it's called Snappy Gas. It's called Snappy Gas, and it's not that great. I once bought a gyro for Shelby from there, and she politely ate it when we were dating, only for me to find out we were engaged. That was the worst thing she's ever had.
Isn't it funny how when you get married, things start coming out in real honesty?
Yeah. That's why I bought a treadmill.
It's like they fall asleep on the couch and they have like this little nose whistle when they're sleeping.
Yeah.
And then you get married and you're like, pull the scissors out.
Oh God, no.
Should I wake them up for this or just do it?
So it's this gas station called Snappy Gas, but like their driveway is notoriously awful. And one time, like before I moved, they installed a new driveway, but it wasn't installed right.
That's not what happened. What happened was suddenly the gas went from like $2.18 to like $4.89 a gallon.
But it was much higher than any of the other gas stations around it. Driveway at Snappy Gas was replaced in 5 years. So then once I've been gone for a while, I'm like, hey Garrett, how are things going over there anyway? Garrett's like, here's Snappy Gas's new driveway, and it's the exact same thing. It's still destroyed. It's just
how
bad.
many years did it take to return back to its former glory?
5 apparently. I think it took 5. So basically,
maybe use a different concrete next time.
I guess. So I've been just thinking about what can I do. With maybe some untapped potential that I have. It could be nothing. I mean, I don't know. I don't even know how.
What happened to your wrestling podcast? That was so good.
It was just me.
I loved all your episode.
And then I realized I have to have a co-host I hate you. I have a co-host to bounce off ideas with, and Garrett's not going to watch wrestling, so there's nothing I can do about it.
Do you think it would be worth looking at having me try to watch an episode at a time, and then we can do a separate part of this podcast where we do reviews of that episode?
It is far too expensive of an endeavor for you to do, so no, it's not happening. So I don't know, maybe voice acting, maybe some, guys, listen, if you know anybody or anything, let me know, because I'm so curious about it. I went down the Alice in Chains bunny trail.
Oh, you mean you started listening to a new band?
For the past 3 weeks. Oh. I have been so enamored in the grunge scene of the 90s, but as well as like just Alice in Chains in general, because Lane Staley's life was like everything was just so like wild. And then like the way that he died, Lane Staley was the lead singer of Alice in Chains.
Yeah.
It completely like, it just touched a nerve with me. Like, I don't know why.
Bring me back full circle on this, because I did about 10 seconds of research when you told me about this last time, and I forgot already.
So, I don't know how. So Alice in Chains, they started out almost like at least Lane Staley, the lead singer, he started out like more like in glam rock in the late 1980s. But then,
right.
I believe I think Alice in Chains, they started in the late 80s, and Lane Staley was kind of like just in like the hair glam like scene for a while. But then once Alice in Chains really like started getting going, they definitely got grunge, which was awesome. But it's so shocking to me because it not only like represents like the early to mid 90s grunge, which was awesome, but you slowly start to see the unfortunate downward spiral of Lane. Yeah. And you start to see him because he started doing heroin, unfortunately, and he started getting into like just really, just hard stuff that he couldn't break, and he went to like rehab like a dozen times. It wasn't working. And this is like, to me, like this is the unfortunate capstone, the most probably amazing part of the band's thing, but it was their MTV 1996 Unplugged was completely, it was a masterpiece, and it was so sad because I believe it was their last public time performing. And then Lane Staley would die, of a drug overdose in 2002. And it wasn't a quick thing for him. Like he was slowly starting to, descend. But the amazing thing about Alice in Chains and MTV 1996, to me, in my head at least, though not nearly as big, but influential in its own way, is up there with me with Queen at 1985 Live Aid. So you have Alice in Chains, like in my heart, not like from a money standpoint.
I understand that. That's why I'm saying wow, because that's
in my heart, it touched me because if someone said on YouTube like, this is the closest thing to somebody singing at their own funeral.
Oh, gotcha. Almost like it was impending somehow already.
It was, and if you listen to the music, especially Nutshell and Down in a Hole. Not only are the vocals, by the way, the vocals of Alice in Chains, and Garrett told me this too, like they were perfect and they didn't really need any editing.
Right.
Live, they were so good. But if you listen, and Biscuits, if you want, like be prepared to be sad. But if you listen to Nutshell and Down in a Hole from the MTV 1996 live performance, it is so haunting, beautiful, sad, like inspiring. It's just this whole thing where it's like, here is this guy who is literally going to be dead in like 6 years, but singing about pain and depression and being stuck and not being able to get out, and he's put all his heart and soul into it. It is just like, it rocked me. It completely rocked me, and it's so it's so deep that there are literally therapist reaction videos on YouTube to licensed therapists watching it and reacting to it and dissecting it.
Because it's like almost like nobody really knew then what they were looking at, but now that there's been years of study, now they can look back.
It is so like I have there's a couple different concerts in my head that is like, this is peak for this genre. 1980s was definitely Queen, Live Aid 1985. I dare say, and a lot of Nirvana fans are going to be mad at me, but like I dare say Alice in Chains MTV 1996 was the defining moment or defining pinnacle of grunge.
I would say pinnacle, where it was like, if there was a specific concert where it like reached the crest, it's like you're climbing Mount Everest for a long time, but there's only like a moment that you get to stand on the top.
And I honestly,
the descent starts immediately.
Like some people say MTV Unplugged 1994, I believe, with Nirvana. I would say MTV Unplugged 1996 with Alice in Chains. And it's just so sad for Lane afterwards because it got so much worse for him and he started losing his teeth. He died in April of 2002, but they didn't find him for 2 weeks. So when they discovered him, it was like he only weighed like 80 pounds.
Oh, really? So
And
he was like just dead for weeks on his own?
Yeah, he got an apartment at a college campus, and for like 4 years he didn't leave, and he was just descending.
Yeah.
And it was so sad. Like, he lived off of like those like probiotic yogurt drinks because he lost all his teeth. And you can kind of tell on the 1996 MTV Unplugged with Alice in Chains, he kind of had a small lisp because he was already starting to lose his teeth.
Gotcha.
And it was so sad. But when you go back and watch it with all that in mind, you're like, oh my gosh, this is like the craziest thing I've ever seen.
Well, I don't know. I don't actually know much about Alice in Chains, the band, but I do know somebody who was addicted to heroin for a long time.
Yes, as do I. We know the same person.
And I won't say their name.
Yes.
But I do know that this person was rescued by Pastor Bob.
At the train tracks, right?
That's what heroin does to you. It puts you in a position where you're like, I don't know how to get out of this. There's no human possible way except dying.
Yeah. And he did, and he has a wonderful family.
Yeah. Fortunately, that story ends different.
Yes. So,
but I can imagine, they say it's lonely at the top. So if you're you're a respected person in the community and you're at like the height, like you said, like the pinnacle of everything, there's not many people around you that you feel can understand or that you can reach out to. So it must just be like, well, I guess I'll just die.
So, Biscuits, I know some of you might be kids. Number one, God loves you and your family loves you, and heck, we even love you, even if we haven't met you. So if you're in a rut or in a dark place, just know, get help. Okay, like, there are people out there who love you. But I also want to say, like, to the more mature Biscuits out there, and by mature I mean like older,
17.
Yeah, like, go and look at Nutshell. The song Nutshell at MTV 1996 Unplugged with Alice in Chains, and go look at Down in a Hole. Look at both of them.
Yeah.
It is so. It will invoke a feeling of like sadness, but at the same time, at least for me, it was sadness, but also like, I have such a great life. You know what I mean? Like, it is, and I want to go out and I want to help more people, which, in my teaching field just inspires me even more. So that's kind of I went down the Alice in Chains bunny hole, the rabbit hole, so deep, dude.
Do you know much about Nirvana?
This will probably be my opening into researching more of Nirvana. I only know the famous parts of Nirvana. I know the breaking of the guitar. I know what happened to Kurt Cobain.
It's not that it's not that deep of a rabbit hole, really. It's just they are known as like responsible for the opening up of grunge.
Yeah.
Because it was like any other great genre, it's a combination of multiple things. And for them it was like rock music and not caring.
Yeah.
Those two ingredients make grunge.
So here's why I like grunge. Grunge, and what I'm finding about it, I'm loving this conversation, by the way, dude. What I'm finding about grunge is grunge wasn't here for a long time. It was here for a good time. Grunge.
That's a country song.
Yeah,
I'm here for a long time.
I didn't even know that, but it's
that's a country song. That's George Strait, I think.
Grunge was the reaction of glam rock from the 80s, and grunge was like, you're all posers. This is what music really is. It speaks from the heart.
Well, what I was going to say was Kurt Cobain's pain that he had was starting the movement out of what you literally just said was, all of you are stupid. All of you who like are famous are dumb. And that's what created grunge. And then
he became
they
famous.
made Smells Like Teen Spirit, which put them on the very top. And he even said in letters and stuff, and people who knew him, he was like, I hate my own self. I literally hate myself because I am exactly what I despise.
Yeah.
And he felt like he had no choice but to continue in it because all of these people are leaning on him. The whole Nirvana, organization and all of the people who put him up on a pedestal, and meanwhile he's just like, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong,
this
and
is
he
what
just keeps going higher and higher.
Yeah. He's like, I've became what I've hated the most. It's like if Obi-Wan was like, you were supposed to destroy pop culture, not join it. Like, he became what he hated the most in a way. Like grunge became mainstream. Grunge was just a Seattle underground movement, but grunge became mainstream from like the early 90s up and honest to God up until like literally MTV 1996 with Alice in Chains, because after that you started getting more punk rock. Punk rock and ska started happening.
It rains 10 months of the year in Seattle. Are we really that surprised? That's where it came from.
Seattle.
It's like Cleveland
Starbucks.
without the snow.
Yeah. Seattle. Rain. Grunge. Starbucks. Yeah. So to maybe lift us out of the grunge depths of depression, Garrett has apparently an amazing story, and I'm proud because I know this isn't going to take the whole episode because we've already wasted half of your times talking about grunge music and God knows whatever else. So what's this amazing story that you have for us, Garrett?
Okay, this is about to be different, everybody, because I found this, and normally what I do is I comb through it a little bit and I read and I know what's about to happen before I start. But it was about 3 seconds after I pressed paste on my notes that my world exploded today.
So Garrett is
you're
going to be giving us a story
idea.
without any. So Garrett's going to be discovering this like we are. Let's go.
Yeah. All right. The Amazing Story, episode 79, is the only. I don't think I even know how to pronounce this woman's name. In 1971, Juliane was a 17-year-old girl studying in senior high school to become a zoologist like her father, who was working in Pacalpa in the Peruvian Amazon. It was Christmas Eve. It was Christmas Eve.
I knew it.
And she had boarded LANSA, LANSA flight 509 or 508 on her way to see her father.
Is this another plane crash story, Garrett?
Reports of bad weather and thunderstorms were passed on by the pilots. However,
Garrett is always putting me and him on a plane, and then he crashes it. Every single time we do this.
The last one was under the ocean.
Or under the ocean and we're drowning. Garrett is always putting me in like anxiety-inducing situations. Like, but don't worry. You might get out of it.
Yeah, no,
Keep
but
going,
I never
Garrett.
tell a story that they don't survive. However, owing to the pressure of meeting her holiday time schedule, the flight continued as planned.
Oh, good.
Which, by the way, is how, speaking of rock stars dying,
yeah,
that's literally how many of them die, because the pilot's like, I don't know, it looks like it's going to rain. And they're like, fly us anyway. And then they crash.
Yeah.
This turned out to be a catastrophic mistake. Around 60 minutes after takeoff, the plane was struck by lightning as it flew through strong turbulence 21,000 feet above the Amazon rainforest. I'm flying on Friday.
Yeah, okay. Where
and
are you
all
going?
the air traffic controllers just came back to work.
This Friday, are you going to California?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
We are doing the 3 to 6 months of expenses, the Dave Ramsey plan.
Right.
Baby step 3. So we told our parents, hey, we're not leaving anywhere for the holidays because it costs us $5,000 to go anywhere.
Good. Yeah.
And Audrey's parents were like, that's great, but absolutely not.
Oh my gosh.
So they graciously bought our flights out to California, and they're flying us out there.
I'm so happy because at least you get to see them. We are not seeing my side of the family at all for Thanksgiving.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. It's not because of any anger or malice or nothing like that. It's just because we're leaving Wednesday and we're getting there Wednesday. And then we're there Thursday and then we're leaving Friday. But Shelby's cousins are going to be there and we haven't seen them in forever.
Would you rather come to California with us?
Please. Please take me with you.
San Diego is lovely this time of year. And by this time of year, I mean literally every day of the year. All right. Terrified, Juliane held on to her mother, who sat next to her throughout the journey. As a result of the lightning strike, the wing caught fire and separated.
I love it. Every time.
Causing the plane to disintegrate and crash into the... It didn't disintegrate. It fell apart.
That's
and
good.
Crashed into the mountains of the terrain below. Juliane was sucked out of the aircraft into the cold air of the black night and fell more than 2 miles to the ground. Holy crap.
Oh my gosh. Does he live? You said you always give ones where they live. I'm starting to find an issue with this one, Garrett.
I haven't read this.
And then Spider-Man. And then Spider-Man came and saved her, Garrett. That's how this story ends.
It's a bullet. It's a plane. It's a lightning bolt. Oh, wait, no, that plane's in trouble.
Oh, wait, no, that woman is falling. Garrett said he likes to end all the story with someone who lives. Okay, keep going. I'm nervous now.
She fell more than 2 miles to the ground, still strapped to her seat. So sucked out of the plane.
That freaking seatbelt company was just like, wasn't us.
Yeah.
If anybody's getting sued, it's the airline. It's not the seatbelt company.
Unfortunately, no commercial has ever been made for seatbelts. Unless it has to do with buckling.
Wait. Tired of clicks? You won't be of this one.
Yeah.
Buckle up.
Buckle up, and you still probably will die. It's that good.
Provided by a foundation for a better life. Remember those old commercials where it's like, oh my gosh, what you know what I'm talking about? One of those songs.
How many licks does it take to get to the Tootsie Roll center of a Tootsie Pop?
That is a Tootsie Pop commercial, Gixel. Oh yeah, it's the song where it goes, 'cause words won't bring me down. They're like friendship. Pass it on. A foundation for a better life.
Yeah.
Like back when I was growing up. Yeah.
Commercials were so wholesome in the 90s. And they also had fruit roll-up.
Yeah, and now all commercials is like, Satan has infiltrated the United States, and it's up for Republicans to save Christianity.
What are you going to do, you lazy fat lard?
And there's only one way to save Christianity. Capri Sun, coming in 7 different flavors.
I'm Ted Cruz, and I approve this message.
Yeah. Release the Epstein files.
Yeah. The thing that the thing that I cut and paste says, the next segment says, miracles still happen.
Okay, good. The miracle still happens, and it's like everyone died, but the plane was intact.
It's just monkeys using her hair to make a nest.
Yeah, God, Garrett. Okay. So what happens? What is this miracle?
Can you believe it, Susan? We needed some of this.
It says miracle happened, and then it says in the description, and all 17 jars of Miracle Whip survived the plane crash.
Monkeys all over the Amazon rejoiced.
Yeah.
Miraculously, 10 hours later, she awoke alive in the jungle.
Oh.
She had a damaged eye due to the sudden change in air pressure, bursting all of her capillaries.
That's great.
Besides her eye, she was suffering from a broken collarbone, a deep cut in her arm, and a severe concussion. I have broken my collarbone.
And a bruised ego.
and one step further away from getting her refund.
She's like, I crashed in the Amazon. I can't stand this line get my refund.
Yeah, you're going to have to call. We're sorry. You're going to have to call a representative in the other department.
Sorry. Dude, she broke her collarbone?
Yeah, I broke my collarbone. Let's tell that story in the next episode.
And we won't.
It's so painful, dude. Juliane spent the rest of that day dropping in and out of consciousness. I thought it was going to say like hunting and gathering food.
Oh, just as a spear.
Juliane spent the rest of that day regretting every decision she made.
Juliane regretted every time she was mad at a slow drive-through lane.
Yeah. For the rest of the day. No, apparently she was waking up and falling back asleep. That's what a concussion is, right?
Yeah.
Too injured and weak to remove herself from the seat as she was strapped to. When she eventually regained her strength, her first priority was to locate her mother.
In the Amazon? She must be behind this bush or behind this giant snake.
You fell out of a plane.
Where are you? I know we're hundreds of miles away, but you must be close because you're in my heart.
She wakes up and she's in Tarzan, and it's Phil Collins. You'll be in my... And then a cheetah's like...
Yeah.
Like right behind her.
Disney's cheetah. This episode's a plane crash, dude. Yeah. This.
And he's just carrying her mom.
Crash. Good God. Yeah.
She's dead.
She'll find out that living in the Amazon wasn't as adventurous as she thought. Yeah. Rob Schneider is just a normal guy. Yeah.
The vine.
Yeah. Oh, you have to swing on me to get to safety. Not this time, Rob, because we're going to make this a 2-part movie. One that's animated and the other one that's live action starring Dwayne Johnson.
Oh, my God. That would be the second movie.
Oh, God.
Oh, my gosh. She eventually regained her strength. Wow, she's not finding her mom, is she?
No. God.
Despeculated and with one eye swollen shut. The search proved too difficult, and she had to concede the sad but inevitable fact that she was likely to be the only one in the Amazon that day.
That day, the tourist party decided to turn around because of the heavy rainfall.
Gosh, these headers. Sweet sustenance.
Oh my God! Okay. Oh, she
bold.
found a fruit tree. Is that all this section is? She found a fruit tree. Moving on.
She cuts it open and there's like a little umbrella inside, and she's like, "Well, it's about time."
Yeah. She cuts it open and it's just a little business card that says AAA.
Subject for arrival is subject to change within 3 days to 4 weeks.
My God. Okay. So what happened?
The next 8 days were spent weekly clambering through the jungle with just some sweets that she had recovered from the wreckage as sustenance. Oh, this was back, obviously, when they actually gave you real food on the airlines.
It's funny how, like, everyone thinks 9/11. When did this happen?
1971.
It's funny how everybody thinks, like, everything was fine with planes and then 9/11 happened and then, like... we got a lot better, but it's like, y'all, we had plane crashes way before that. Look what happened to this girl.
Yeah.
Back when they would give you sweets, you know, when airplanes would explode, but before 9/11.
Yeah, but you could smoke.
Okay.
Nights were particularly difficult for Juliane, suffering from nausea and bites. I wonder why.
Nights were particularly difficult. What with the tarantulas crawling on her face? Yeah.
Due to the complete darkness of the canopy and, you know, the jaguars.
Yeah, but mostly the canopy.
There's like a guy in a loincloth sitting there and he's like, "Can you believe this place?"
Yeah. He's like half eaten.
There's just no arm.
Yeah.
And she's like, "It's not that bad." And then she's like, "Jim?" And he's just like being suffocated by an anaconda.
He's like, "Oh, it's great." Land, no pun intended. Let's land the plane. What happens in this story? How does she get out of this?
Should I just skip to the rescue?
Okay, she's stuck in the rainforest. Then what?
Should we continue this on the next episode?
No, because we're not. We're going to forget.
The arm gets worse.
Okay.
She happened on a stream and remembering her father's sound survival advice, tracking water downriver to civilization. She's from the Amazon, remember, so she knows this stuff.
Okay.
She eventually came across a canoe. That's the luckiest thing that's ever happened to any person.
That is the most, like, I don't even know the genre in which that would happen in.
That's like that's like climbing up Mount Everest, and like you're dying, and your tank of oxygen is like leaking out, and it's like boop, and then you're just like, this is it, and then a hot air balloon is like,
jump on board.
How are you flying?
How are you up here?
Yeah. She came across a canoe. That's amazing. Complete with an outboard motor and a full gas tank.
So she took someone's canoe and left somebody else in the Amazon. Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Yeah.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking
Somebody
right now?
was just peeing in the Amazon, taking a break.
Their canoe.
She's like, thank the Lord in heaven, I'm saved.
And one of the tribesmen that's watching her is like, yes, the ritual, the Amazon giveth and the Amazon taketh
away.
It does. If you are to leave, it demands another.
By this stage, the gash on her arm had become infected and was infested with maggots.
So you know why? Because they eat dead flesh. It's actually a way to clean.
Oh,
they're trying to clean it.
That's bad.
It's not good.
Oh, here's a quote. I remember having seen my father when he cured a dog of worms in the jungle with gasoline. I got some of the gasoline in the canoe and poured it on myself. I counted the worms when they started to slip out. There were 35 in my arm. That's the quote. That's the whole quote. And then it says, January 9th, 1972.
Good God.
A much worse time.
In 3 years, live from Saturday nights will be debuting on NBC. That's
not wanting to steal the boat. Oh, she left it. So she's
not wanting to trap 2 people in the Amazon.
Yeah. God provides her with a boat, and she still says, "You know what? Nah, I'm good."
Can you imagine being a person in the Amazon going and peeing and turning around and seeing some girl with a maggot infested wound just pouring half of your fuel tank onto her arm and be like, "Well, thanks, see you later," then just walks away.
But she was too weak to carry on, so she laid there for several hours, watching frogs go about their business in the trees.
Yeah, she's good
As she watched them on her empty stomach, and she considered eating them, but she could not find the strength to capture any, which was lucky because she later discovered that these would be poison dart frogs.
The color, you don't eat the colorful ones.
Yeah. You know what? I was just thinking about this. It's really great that she's in this wilderness that's so sparse and disappearing, because obviously it would have been really easy for her to find her way out of this because it's so small.
So Garrett is once again, for the third time in our recorded show's history,
probably right on the edge of it,
advocating for the destruction of the Amazon rainforest. Go on, Garrett.
If she had made them for dinner, she would have almost as certainly died.
Yeah.
The rescue, thank God. Not long after, she heard a man approaching who discovered her lying there and tended to her injuries as best he could. I just pictured him sitting on her like a mother hen.
Great.
Like, I don't know how to fix this, but I'm going to take care of you.
Uh-huh.
As it was too late to start down the river. However, the following day, after a 7-hour boat ride, she arrived at a small missionary facility where she remained for several days receiving medical attention and food before she was able to take a flight. How cruel. God made her take a flight right after this.
God didn't make her do anything. She had to do it. This wasn't God. This was just what needed to happen.
They're like, it's okay. We have something that you've never experienced before. A plane.
It's the same plane, but duct tape is back to the wind back onto the plane. We have good news. We found a plane
in the jungle.
Yeah, in the jungle. It's perfect.
Can you believe it?
And she's in the same seat.
And guess what? There's even a flight attendant.
Yeah.
And she's just like, bandaged completely. Like his
just
head's
around
wrapped.
her face. Yeah.
And he's like, his arm is all like crinkly. He's like, would you like a Sprite, ma'am?
Haven't I seen you before? And it just says United.
Oh my gosh, that's so great. The same plane duct taped together.
Oh God.
Of all the 92 passengers and crew, Juliane was the only survivor, unfortunately. It was later discovered that 14 of her fellow passengers, her mother included, had survived the fall. Oh, so 14 of them survived when they fell, but they perished in the rainforest following the days after.
Oh my
the crash.
Gosh! Oh,
so they probably, I'm guessing, because they found them like trying to find their way out of the rainforest, which is so sparse and small.
They're just like, oh, thank God, we found this canoe. Let's fill it up with gas. But real quick, before we get on, why don't we go find a change of clothes? And they go back and it won't start because all the gasoline's gone for some reason because of the other. That's not funny, but at the same time,
I poured it on my wound.
Yeah, she's like, I lived, so other. Never mind. I'm not moving on with that.
But thankfully, the bodies of the passengers had been recovered thanks to Juliane's help, or were able to be recovered thanks to Juliane's help, and were laid out in a cemetery so their families could say goodbye.
That's nice. That's good.
The end.
Oh,
That's all. That's
The end. All right, all you banter biscuits, if you felt like listening to this episode was like flying out of a plane, buckled, strapped into a chair, we're happy for you. Please click like and subscribe wherever you listen to. Give us a 5-star review, and maybe we'll tell a miraculous story that doesn't have to do with a plane crash.
And don't forget, watch out for maggots.
Take care. What? Take care.